lockdown.
The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades, and this country is not alone. All over the world, we're seeing the devastating impact of this invisible killer. From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. Because the critical thing we must do to stop the disease spreading between households. That is why people will only be allowed to leave their home for the following very limited purposes.
Britain that woke up this morning. Normally busy roads were hushed as most people acted on the government's new measures. In this residential area of Basingstoke, those venturing out for essentials kept their distance, but did stop to chat about what life was like under the coronavirus lockdown.
It might be 4 months' time, it might be 12 months' time, who knows? How on earth did it come to this?
The coronavirus pandemic started in China, spread to Europe, and had reached the UK by the end of January.
We're paying people's wages up to 80%, so someone can be furloughed rather than laid off to protect their jobs.
This is when we need the government the most. I'm sorry.
I urge you, at this moment of national emergency, to stay at home, protect our NHS, and save lives.
Just another day on the London Underground, except the UK is supposed to be in lockdown. Jam-packed carriages on the tube, despite the government telling all non-essential businesses to close.
Right, I know it seems a little unorthodox, but my pills aren't working, and honestly, this seems like the best thing to do. If I have to watch another thing on TV or on the news about the state of the world, I'm gonna go spare. I'm not sure I'll make it. It feels like I've been pushed out onto a desert island where nobody can hear me scream. At least in the bathtub, it's safe. I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have to look at the knives in my kitchen and think about them cutting my skin over and over and over again until that's the only option. Until I have no choice. And time seems to pass without me even realising. First it's 2 PM and then it's 2 AM and I don't remember what happened in between. I don't remember existing. What day is it again? My friend was going to call. I didn't want them to know that I'm like this. So I thought if I just talk to them, then they might leave me alone. But I won't tell them anything. Because they'll just worry, and I don't want that. That's if they notice at all. Sometimes I think that I could just slip away and nobody would notice. Like, they don't notice when I stutter or have panic attacks in my head when they're right in front of me, when they're talking to me, when they don't notice the shadows under my eyes from where I've been up all night. Anxiety, too much to cope with. Until I was crying, until I was convinced that the oxygen in my lungs was a waste. And maybe I'll eat. But if I don't, you won't notice that either, will you? And that's it, right? Now that I've told you, you think I'm crazy. You do, don't you? Who could blame you? But if you don't understand, then I can't explain it to you.
Oh gosh, am I late?
No, you're fine.
Are you sure? I don't believe you.
I don't know what to tell you. I swear.
Are you still in the bathtub? What about your job?
We're in lockdown. What about it?
The economy isn't going to run itself. You should be out looking for something else.
That sounds hard. I'm not sure that we're capable of that. It'd probably be better just to kill yourself.
Well, at least then you would stop wasting resources meant for people actually contributing something.
I think you guys are being a bit unfair. I mean...
What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come.
That was me, I'd be having a panic attack.
Typical of you, really. Can't stick to anything.
Can you guys just be quiet for 2 seconds?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were so annoyed. Maybe I should just mute myself.
No, don't.
Might be for the best.
Shouldn't you be in more control of this situation?
I'm trying. They won't stop talking.
Oh, now look what you've done.
It wasn't me.
You're supposed to be sensitive towards other people's feelings.
I thought you wanted me to be in control.
I do?
Well, which is it?
Seems pretty impossible to do either, if you ask me.
Anxiety. Please come back. I'm really sorry.
Promise you won't shout?
I promise.
Good. No one wants to hear your voice anyway.
That's not true.
It is
It's true.
I mean,
Believe
look
me,
where
all you do
You're
is
in
sit
the
and
bath-
complain all day long. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is
What
dealing
are
with
we
this
going to
problem.
do,
The rest of the
Mel?
world are
What
getting
are we
shit
doing?
jobs.
You're
When was the last time you
You're
actually
You
sat
want
down?
You're
It's
wasting
pathetic.
time.
It's
Sad?
pathetic.
I'm
When was the
sad.
last time you
You're
actually... You're not going to make any money in your house, are you? It's
Sad?
pathetic.
I'm sad.
You're not going to make any money in your house, are you?
Oh, you're back.
It's just like you to not be able to cope.
Who's that?
It's just Amy. Calm down.
Oh, don't talk to her. She'll see what you look like and think you're crazy.
No, she won't. She's my best friend.
You'll think you're lazy. I do.
Thanks. Nothing you guys can say will stop me.
Let's see how long that attitude lasts.
Hey babe, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. How's it going with you?
Boring. A workshop. God knows how long I'm going to be on furlough for.
Same.
Don't be selfish.
Are you in the bathtub?
No. Maybe? It seemed like a good place to sit.
Why not just sit in your room or the lounge?
I like the bathtub.
Don't tell her anything. You have to keep it to yourself.
Are you sure you're okay?
See? She does care about me.
She's lying.
No, she's not. Yeah, babes, I'm fine. I promise.
Okay. So, what have you been up to?
Nothing really. What about you?
I finally got to get my plant pots out.
Hey sis, how's it going?
Hey, yeah, not too bad. You?
Yeah, all right. I was speaking to mum and dad earlier. They're reminding me to clap tomorrow. Not like I'm going to forget. It's all been a bit mad, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been super mad.
What you been up to?
Nothing really. Just been, sleeping, watching Netflix. What else is there to do? You still working from home?
Yes. In a way, I've been more busy now than in the office.
I bet Sophie loved that.
Well, it's actually been really nice to spend time with her because normally we hardly get to see each other, which is crazy because I live with her.
Not as crazy as you are.
But other than that, what have you been up to?
Well, yesterday I went down to the shop and you know how they have like the queues outside.
Yeah.
You're
And
right.
you realize how rubbish you are.
Yeah, I'm fine. The oven's going. So I'm gonna have to I'll call you back later.
All right. No worries, sis. I love you.
Doesn't.
I love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Couldn't even cope with a simple conversation.
In their defense, I didn't want to be there either.
You upset her by leaving like that.
No, I didn't. She's my sister. She loves me.
You think she's going to want to speak with you if that's how you treat her?
Yeah, she's my sister.
You're just not enough, are you?
I suppose not. I can't cope with you guys anymore. With any of this.
Well, what do you propose to do?
Oh, I have an idea.
Might as well. You aren't useful anyway.
You can't do this.
You'll never be good enough.
There's nothing left.
Nobody will even notice you're gone.
Nobody actually cares about you anyway.
Right.
Better off dead.
You're better off dead.
Better off dead.
There's nothing left.
Nobody cares about you anyway. You'll never be good enough.
Nobody will even notice you're dead. Better off dead.
Better off dead.
Better off dead.
Better off dead. Better off dead.
Better off dead.
Better off dead.
Dead.
have a future ahead of you. Just give yourself time. You're strong. You're fighting a battle and you're still here, which means you're winning. You have the strength to get through this, to get through anything. I believe in you. You should believe in yourself. Amy and Delilah love you. Tell them how you feel. They do care. They will notice if you go. You can't just slip away. That's not possible for anyone. Don't waste all of the talent, love, and life that you have been blessed with. Those other voices, they are your mental illness, not you. You are the one that lives and breathes. You are the one that smiles. You are the one that feels the sun on your skin. Don't you let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't you ever think the world would be better off without you in it. I know how hard this is, but you need to get out of the bathtub now. It's time. I believe in you. I'll always believe in you. And I'll always be here when you